Fredbear's Diner is opened, featuring 4 completely normal animatronics: Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie the Bunny, Chica the Chicken, and Foxy the Pirate Fox. The restaurant doesn't do too well and is left to rot. After a while, another company comes in and buys up Fazbear Entertainment to begin working on a new location, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. This explains why the owner of Fredbear's Diner is referred to as the original owner, as is said in a Night 5 recording. The company begins work on a new establishment. They spend a small fortune developing the new animatronics, and through some ungodly means, come into possession of the marionette. The first night guard to work there is a criminal. What he did to become a criminal is unclear, although we can deduce that it's something related to children. The animatronics, whom are tied into a criminal database,
they've spent a small fortune on these new animatronics. Facial recognition, advanced mobility, they even let them walk around during the day. Isn't that neat? But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away.
Begin attempting to attack the night guard, and at the end of his week, he is moved to the day shift. Jeremy, the player, is brought in as a new night guard. The animatronics have become untrusting of night guards, or they simply do not realize that the old one was moved to the day shift, and they begin to assault you as well. Keep in mind, the old animatronics have been retrofitted with the same software as the new ones, so they have the same reason to attack you.
The idea at first was to repair them. They even started retrofitting them with some of the newer technology.
On day 3, the day guard, who we now know as the old night guard, puts on a golden Freddy suit, lures 5 children into the back room. 4 are killed and stuffed in the old animatronics. The 5th escapes, but we'll address that later. Rumors begin to spread about the missing children.
Oh hey, before I go, I wanted to ease your mind about any rumors you might have heard lately. You know how these local stories come and go and seldom mean anything. I can personally assure you that whatever is going on out there, however tragic it may be, has nothing to do with our establishment. It's just all rumor and speculation, people trying to make a buck, you know. Our guard during the day has reported nothing unusual, and he's on watch from opening till close.
The marionette, seeing the opportunity, transfers the souls of the dead children into the 4 old animatronic suits. Take note that night 3 is when all the Easter eggs, particularly the Give Life Easter egg, begins to pop up. It is also to note that according to the newspaper article from the first game, the murders take place in June. On day 4, the investigation of the restaurant begins, as the search for the missing children leads there, and the animatronics become more untrusting of the staff.
Just as a side note though, try to avoid eye contact with any of the animatronics side if you can. Someone may have tampered with their facial recognition systems, we're not sure. But the characters have been acting very unusual, almost aggressive towards the staff. They interact with the kids just fine, but when they encounter an adult, they just stare.
On day 5, the mystery is solved. The previous night guard is apprehended, and the story is revealed. Except for where the bodies are hidden. The building is put on lockdown.
Hey, keep a close eye on things tonight, okay? From what I understand, the building is on lockdown. No one is allowed in or out, you know, especially concerning any previous employees. When we get it all sorted out, we may move you to the day shift. A position just became available. We don't have a replacement for your shift yet, but we're working on it.
Day 6. Someone uses the golden Freddy suit that was used in the murders. What happens at this point is unclear, although it can be gathered from the Night 6 recording that the new animatronics commit an act of unspeakable malice toward the person in the suit.
What on earth are you doing there? Didn't you get the memo? The place is closed down, at least for a while. Someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow one. someone used it. Now none of them are acting right. Listen, just finish your shift. It's safer than trying to leave in the middle of the night. We have one more event scheduled for tomorrow, a birthday. You'll be on day shift. Wear your uniform. Stay close to the animatronics and make sure they don't hurt anyone, okay? For now, just make it through the night. When the place eventually opens again, I'll probably take the night shift myself. Okay, good night, and good luck.
The restaurant is closed down as a result, and the new animatronics are scrapped, save for a birthday party the following day, which Jeremy, the player, is assigned to. What makes Golden Freddy so active on night 6, or active at all for that matter, is unknown, though some call it a hallucination. On day 7, Jeremy stays very close to the animatronics, as he was told to the previous night. One of the animatronics bites Jeremy on the head, taking out his frontal lobe, resulting in the infamous bite of 87. Jeremy is hospitalized and, on November 12th, 1987, collects his paycheck. Years later, the restaurant reopens, having refurbished the old animatronics and implemented a tighter budget. Phone Guy takes up the night shift. Sometime during this period, the marionette takes direct control of Freddy. This can be furthered by the fact that the marionette is associated with music boxes, and Freddy plays a music box sound. It is also theorized that the marionette is in the kitchen, and that is the only place that can never be seen in the first game. And when Freddy is in the kitchen, his music box sound is especially loud. On his last week, Phone Guy records a series of messages for the next employee. On the 4th night of his last week, Phone Guy is sadly murdered by one of the animatronics.
Oh, hello! Hey, wow, day 4. I knew you could do it. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you when I did. Hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you could check inside those suits in the back room. I'm going to try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh no.
In what is projected to be between 1991 and 1996, the 5th missing child from the Freddy Fazbear murders of 1987, having grown up, returns to the new Freddy Fazbear's location to take up a job as the night guard. This explains why Mike Schmidt keeps coming back in the first game. Perhaps he wanted to make sure the same thing didn't happen to the other kids that happened to his friend. Perhaps it was out of a twisted sense of nostalgia. Or perhaps he just wanted to know what happened to his friends.